Hello everyone, welcome back to NieR Replicant. We continue our journey through Route B. In the previous episode we found 3 out of 5 fragments in total, so we have 2 to go. As I said in previous episode, I'm kinda rushing pretty fast through Route B, especially through those sections that are really identical to Route A, and I'm cutting some of them out of this video, but all the new scenes and all the new pieces of dialogues I do include in the videos, so yeah, let's continue Route B. Okay, we've just been in the junk heap and now we need to go talk to Popula. If I'm not mistaken, she's gonna address us now to go to the Aerie, where we will find the 4th fragment. I think this is a new scene.
You know, I've been thinking, why was a shade hanging out with the machine?
It appeared the creature was actually issuing orders to that mechanical minion.
Do you think the shade had a reason for what it did?
Oh, Emil start to think about it.
Actually.
Look, it doesn't matter what a shade is or isn't thinking.
Kinda knows something, and that is because of Tyron. So she knows that shades are not just creatures that act without any reason. Specifically, the shade within her is a psychotic, crazy maniac, right? But at least it's an indication for her that the shade can think.
Right. Sure.
Ooh.
The idea of a shade trying to protect a robot is goddamn absurd. Still, you guys should be careful.
What do you mean?
If the shade inside me ever takes over, I'm probably going to attack you.
That's not gonna happen. You are no shade.
The lad is correct. You are many things, hussy, but a shade is not one of them.
Oh, Vice! How nice is Vice when he wants to?
Shades, for example, do not come equipped with such foul and scurrilous mouths.
Yeah, so that's a Vice way to be nice.
How about I cram your face up your own asshole, book?
There you go. They're back at it again.
Don't worry, Kaine. If your shade ever takes over, I'll stop you.
You will you? Thanks, Emil.
Love those guys. Alright, we are on our way to Popula, so let's go.
Learned anything new about the Shadow Lord's keep?
You know, I was just going to talk to you about that. You remember the Aerie, right?
That depressing shell?
Not so much anymore, it sounds like. I just got this letter from the village chief.
Yeah, so now we're going to the Aerie. We read that letter before, so now we need to go there and you're gonna fight that huge shade. And this is the part where Emil destroyed the entire Aerie. Of course, not that he meant to do that, but it happened.
Sacrifice.
That's right.
You're a...
I'm afraid
Alright.
Grimoire
What do you
This is the same dialogue from Route
The
A,
Aerie,
kinda skipping it.
Now they've not only opened trade routes, but
I agree. It seems rather unnatural.
You're overthinking it. I won't get Yona back by just sitting around. There are shades there. I'll just kill him and be...
oh dear.
Well, if that's the way you feel, I guess I won't stop you. Try speaking with the chief when you get there.
Alright, so let's go back to the Aerie, and I'm very curious if you're gonna hear the thoughts of that huge shade over there. Because that's what is happening now in Route B.
The Aerie, huh?
What a soul-crushing place.
This gives you such a new perspective and it's so interesting. I said that before, I know, in the previous video. Just impressive writing. Okay, back to the Aerie, let's go.
Aren't you glad to be going back home, Kaine?
Home? The place is a shithole.
Ooh, the village. It's home to so many terrible little memories, isn't it, Kaine?
Oh, I hate him. I hate Aaron. That's not nice.
Shut up! Shut up!
I hate him. That was low.
We do not desire.
We do not desire needless conflict.
This is new, guys.
If we can continue to live with humans, then we can continue to live peacefully.
But that young man will come.
Oh, those are shades talking.
Yes, the young man will come.
Talking about me?
He will kill us all. Women and children included.
What should we do? What can we do?
Am I the young man? Mixed emotions again. Not cool game, not cool. So our first stop is the chief, right? Visit the chief at the area. Here we go.
Hello? We're here from Popola's village.
It's all over.
We came to ask about the letter you sent.
Our days are numbered. Our village is doomed.
As cheerful as ever, it seems.
You're the one who wrote the letter, right?
I don't know about any letter.
What the hell is going on here?
It may be faster for us to take our inquiries elsewhere. Let us ask around. Someone must know something.
I just figured we still don't know who wrote the letter. I think we did not get an answer for that in Route A.
A letter, huh? Yeah, I think I heard something about that.
So, you know about the letter?
Maybe I don't. I'm not sure. Which is it, man?
Oh, and if I may ask, are you friends of Kaine?
You could say that.
I've heard the rumors. Here to hunt shades, are you?
Indeed. Our aim is to defeat every last one.
Every last one?
Here we go, guys.
Everyone. Everyone. Everyone.
Vice!
Here we go.
Beware, this man is a shade.
Oh, you think?
I figured as much.
You guys sure are taking your goddamn time.
1,000 apologies. We were distracted by the local welcoming party.
Want some help?
A carnival of murder. I love it.
Oh man, that tyrant. Psychotic.
The villagers are possessed.
But not all of them. Some are still human, so be careful.
Why did you even come here?
Get out of here!
We remember that
No
scene.
way! I'm not going to abandon my
Kaine
own
is gonna
sister.
get hurt here.
Kaine, what's going on?
Don't be fooled by this lady. She's a shade.
No! No! You people are the monsters here!
Stay back, kid. Your sister is one of them now.
I don't care what she is! She's my sister, and I love her.
This is so complicated. In the first run, it was again a shock, but now we know what's gonna happen. But now the perspective is so different because we know that even that this is a shade, you can feel and think, right? So I don't know how to process all that is happening in Route B. It's really crazy. But I guess that's what the game wants you to feel, like conflicted and confused. He wants to make you think. And this is where the NieR series, in Automata as well, is most powerful. In those philosophical moments. Okay,
Villagers are under attack over there.
now let's concentrate. The big shade is coming.
Why are you here? Everything was fine until you showed up.
What's happening?
There he is.
Is this beast a shade as well?
That thing sucked up the villagers.
No! If we keep this up, we're gonna kill them all! We can't let that happen!
There you go.
Now, focus your magic on the beast's center.
Okay, not too difficult. And bam! Now I think we need to flank him, right? From behind?
Look out! Something's coming!
Oof. Oh, not good.
Its weak point is located around the back. Try attacking it from above.
Yeah, alright. We know what to do.
I'll try to pin it down!
Emil!
Oof. That's a lot of bubbles. What the heck?
Are you there yet?
Did we get it?
Yeah, long time ago.
It is escaping to the inner level.
I'm coming. Gotta catch my breath.
Let's go.
Careful, Emil. Won't help anyone
Oops.
if we lose you here.
Shoot. Take two. There you go.
Damn it!
Okay, final round. We know what to do.
That thing. How can it still move?
Its combined powers are beyond even my greatest suspicion.
Okay, let's use a more effective magic. Oof. Okay, we got company here. There we go. And now... Ooh! There we go. It's not down yet?
Come on! Help me take it out!
I'm on it.
There you go, finally. And now the scene where the Aerie is completely destroyed. That was epic. In the first run, in Route A, it was such a huge scene.
Emil! Emil, wait!
Wow, that was intense.
He's gone. His instincts have taken hold. The ultimate weapon is being deployed.
Ah, fuck. They're This ain't good, sunshine.
I wish we're gonna have the opportunity to take out Tyron. I really want to take him out without hurting Kaine, of course. Wishful thinking, you know. That was so intense the first time I saw it. Oh, I think this part is new. Okay. Uncontrollable magic. I have to protect the people I love. That was my only thought as I unleashed a magic powerful enough to destroy not only the Shade, but everyone else as well. So we are inside Emil's head. Very interesting. All of them. So many innocent lives. Destroy, eviscerate, if I'm saying that correctly. Crush, kill. These are the dark impulses that override all other thoughts. As a being that was created to be a magical weapon, these are my instincts. Yeah, we know that. Or maybe it's better to call them our instincts. Our. Who's our? Oh, because he was not the only experiment in that lab, right? There was his sister as well, and I think there are others. I'm guessing. Emil's dream rampage. Ooh, interesting. A klaxon sounds from deep within the bowels of the laboratory. Thick metal shutters drop down, sealing off the room with a series of dull metal thuds. Aboard the experiment, number 6 is out of control. Everyone get out of here now. Get out of... The researcher's words are abruptly cut off as a massive head materialized out of the gloom and lifts him high into the air. The researcher begins to scream. He screams and screams, the sounds echoing off the walls of the laboratory until the hand squeezes down, caught in the room in a deep crimson hue. The rest of his colleagues stand in silence, mouths open, unable to process what they have just seen. Then a female scientist takes a step back and lets fly within a heartbreaking wail. But this is a terrible mistake, for the sound of her cry suddenly brings forth a monster in all of its terrible glory. Was that Emil? Its body is a bloated corpse, its head a grinning skull. Yeah, I think she's talking about Emil. Or his sister. Because Emil took the form of his sister when he kinda united with her. And it is massive, many times the size of a human. The head lolls from side to side as it trumps about the room on all fours, bringing to mind the wild maneuverings. My English, again, not my native, so I'm doing my best. Maneuverings of some wretched, starving beast. This creature, this thing, is experimental weapon number 6, also known as Halua. Yeah, Emil's sister. No, oh no, please stop. Oh God, save me, save me. I don't want to die. One by one, the maddened cries of the researchers are silenced. If number 6 understands their petitions, it pays them no heed, instead continuing its rampage of destruction and slaughter with a focus that borders on obsession. After an eternity, the screaming stops, the alarm falls silent, and only then does the creature make a sound, howling out with an unfathomable roar that echoes up and down the empty halls of the blood-soaked laboratory. It's a sound that curses those who had dared bring such evil into the world, and yet one that also seems to be pleading for help. What now? 2 sets of footsteps echo in an otherwise silent corridor in the first level of the laboratory. One set belonged to a young boy. his eyes blindfolded and his hands restrained, and he's Emil, of course, as we know. The other belongs to a severe man in a long white coat. The man drags the boy along by means of a long chain attached to a set of shackles on his wrists. Rubble is scattered here and there across the floor of the corridor, making the journey an exceedingly difficult one for a boy who cannot see. Excuse me, is that the butler maybe? Could you please walk a bit slower, sir? I'm not used to being blindfolded, and rather than stopping, the man only increases his pace, causing the boy to stumble in an attempt to keep up. This last humiliation proves too much, and the boy finds himself unable to arrest his fall. So it's not the butler won't treat him that way. Without the ability to brace himself, poor Emil, by the way, ouch, this is terrible. Without the ability to brace himself, he topples off to the floor, smashing his head on a pile of debris and causing a trickle of blood to worm its way down his pale, frightened face. Oh, poor Emil. Agonized by the pain, the boy inadvertently opens his eyes, causing the falling drops of blood to emit a strange crackling sound before transforming into tiny white rocks. "Close your damn eyes," roars the man. "Yes, sir," stamps the boy as he slams his lids shut. He hadn't realized the blindfold had slipped off during the fall, but now he keeps his eyes squeezed shut so tightly that sparkles appear against the black of his vision. The boy is Emil, of course, also known as Number 7. He is a magical weapon whose eyes are capable of turning to stone anything that falls under their gaze. "Don't look at me," barks the man. "Never look at me." "I'm sorry, sir. I'm looking at the ground now. So if you just hand me the..." Instead of waiting for him to finish, the man extends one foot and presses Emil's face to the floor with a heavy black boot. Wow! That's so brutal. That man was a monster, whoever it was. "Sir, stop, you're hurting me. I told you to keep your eyes and your mouth shut, so do it." Well, every dream we read, or read, and probably will read, is a heartbreaking one. The man knows this boy, this weapon, could wipe him out with a single glance, and yet subduing him in this way gives him a sense of relief. After making certain the boy is sufficiently cowed... Oh boy! The man leans down, retrieves the blindfold, and knots it tightly around the boy's quivering head. "Right then, on your feet, let's move." Emil struggles to his feet, trying to ignore the red liquid oozing down his face. The blood doesn't matter, the pain doesn't matter. All that matters is finishing the job they had set out for him to do. Second level of the laboratory is in even worse shape than the first. The environs are littered with rubble and rock, making the thought of a decent foothold laughable. When the man's eyes linger in a section of rubble stained a deep red, he has a sudden image of a warm, gooey brownie slathered in a strawberry sauce. His stomach lurches at the thought, but when he attempts to avert his eyes, they land on the remains of a human being rendered into what could only be described as paste. The man blinks, his mind goes strangely blank before attempting to determine exactly how many humans had to be sacrificed to create the scattered piles of flesh around him. This is so terrible. Just so terrible, guys. What the heck? This game. After a moment, his thoughts simply cease altogether, as if his mind realizes that trying to put such a thing into form is folly. "You can go the rest of the way on your own," says the man in a voice much weaker than he wishes it to be. "I mean, what does it matter? You're not even human, you're a monster." With this, the man spins around and dashes back down the hall. A helpless Emil simply listens as the footsteps of his erstwhile captor fade into the distance. Emil finds himself alone in a room with the stench of death and blood. For a moment, he considers opening his eyes, but the thought of the horrors that await him quickly squash this plan. Instead, he stands still and listens intensely. Eventually, a far-off sound reaches his ears. That's the howl I heard before. Emil resumes walking, using the sound of the distant voice to guide him, almost as if it was calling him home. By the time Emil reaches the third level, he is moving on memory as much as sound. His hands and face are covered in fresh wounds from numerous falls, but every time he thinks about giving up, his mind returns to his sister. Oh, Emil. We studied together. We ate cookies together, we cried together, we laughed together, and sometimes I was the only one who got yelled at. That's why I was never lonely. Our being together allowed me to stay strong. For Emil, his sister was all he had to live for, so holding that feeling close to his chest, he presses on. One slow step after the other. Finally, Emil finds himself drawn close to a certain experimental chamber in the deepest part of the laboratory. The howl is very close now, and as he touches the switch that controls the door, he thinks about his mission. Number 6 is the ultimate weapon. She is his sister, and he must turn her to stone. Oh boy. The door slowly opens, revealing the massive interior of the experimentation chamber. After a few steps, Emil removes his blindfold and slowly opens his eyes. His sister lurks before him, but she looks nothing like the girl he once knew. Instead, he sees a savage beast crawling on all fours through the shredded remains of researchers. As the thing that had been his sister stops and tilts his head in Emil's direction and focuses his gaze on it, a series of soft crunching sounds emerge from the creature as his magic does its terrible work. First the fingers, then the hands, arms, legs, head. What little color the beast once possessed fades to a dull, ashen grey, and yet somehow it summons what strength remains and pulls itself toward Emil one slow, lumbering effort at a time. Oh, it's not over. Wailing, the massive monstrosity closes in. Is she worried about me? Or is she coming to kill me? Emil feels prepared to accept either outcome. After all, this was his whole sister, the person he loved more than anyone else in this world. Hello, The moment Emil speaks, number 6 comes to a sudden halt. Silence descends on the chamber as the siblings stare at each other. I'm sorry, Alua, but everyone says you're too powerful. They say it's too dangerous unless I seal you away. I'm so sorry. Yeah, we know that earlier that the purpose of Emil, of the experiments they did on Emil, was for him to stop his sister because the power she has gone out of control. Because the experiments they did on her, so yeah. Life treated Emil and his sister badly. So badly. As Emil watches her body begin to turn to stone once more, number 6 simply waits in utter, perfect silence. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I'm sad now, guys, I'm sad again. The moment number 6 petrification is complete, her memories flood into Emil's mind. The two of them huddling together in the cold, all alone in the world, with no one to protect them. All she wanted was to save her little brother. And yet it was that little brother who, in a sense, saved her. The moment the petrification is complete, Emil sinks to his knees. A frozen sister and the little brother racked with sin. Alone in this cold cage, the two of them weep in a single silent voice. Sad. Really sad. It was our combined power that destroyed the Aerie. Whole existence, entire lives, even their memories. We took it all. We took everything. My sweet gentle sister turned into a monster, and the same thing will happen to me now that I have her power. if my instincts as a weapon win out and destroy me in the process, if that power ends up hurting someone I love, Oh, Emil. What a tragic game. For every character in this game,
What have I done?
there's tragic events that took place in his
killed
past.
innocent people. I killed them all.
But you saved us. If it wasn't for you, we'd all be dead. We owe you.
But I...
It's all right.
It's one of the saddest games I've ever played. Maybe even the saddest. It can be the saddest actually when I think about it.
Don't look back.
Unless there is some huge twist at one of those endings that gonna fix everything, which is so unlikely. This is maybe the saddest game I've ever played. And we obtained the fourth fragment. One to go, and we are reaching ending B. We're getting close, guys.
We had best be off.
Yeah. Hey, Popola.
Ah, you're back.
Have you learned anything more about the Shadow Lords?
I'm sorry, but it's going to take me some time yet.
I see. Well, can I take something off your plate in the meantime?
Oh, how about this? You know the ferryman with the red bag, right? Well, he's been Can I ask you to go to sea?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, we know the drill. Let's go. To Seafront it is.
Yeesh. I don't think I've ever seen fog this thick before. Huh? What's that?
I don't think we saw that scene. This is a new one, guys. Yeah, so here in Seafront we'll have new scenes as well, which makes me happy. Let's go.
Oh god, it's over. My life is over.
What's wrong?
Oh, hey, I remember you.
Okay, that's the same dialogue.
Fight with my...
Let's brush through it quickly.
You may color me utterly flabbergasted.
But it's all that idiot's fault. I was saving up a bunch of apples.
That's...
Well, sure, I may have...
all right.
Okay, so now we need to go to the bar.
Here
That's
we
the
go
process.
again. Shall we begin by asking around at the tavern like before?
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Hey there.
Really?
Yeah, the
Hard. Anyway.
Same dialogue. Sorry
Thanks for
for
the tip.
going fast, but we have all that in Route A, so
Yeah,
even on Route B she's hitting on me. She can't help it. Alright. Let's continue. Yeah, we got new scenes.
Hard to believe a ship of this size managed to run aground. What was that? Hey, is someone there? Okay, I definitely heard someone cough just now.
That's the first time he met her.
Maybe it's one of those kids from town? But where are they? There you are. What are you doing here, kid? And who are you, anyway?
In that point, at that time and place, the shade did not took over her body yet, or he is in her, but we just can't see it right now.
Were you a passenger on this ship, maybe? Hey, it's okay. You don't need to be scared.
Aww. Look how terrified she is.
Hey there. How you feeling? Well, your cough seems better at least. Check it out. I brought you some bread today.
Yeah, definitely the shade is already within her, but is still able to connect. Well, in Route A, you're never exposed to exactly to how the shades can really think and feel, and you kind of think of them just as monsters. There was a few clues, very hidden and very subtle clues and hints around Route A that can tell you that this is what's going on. One of the more clear clues for me was, now kind of thinking of it backwards, is the fact that Louise, once you defeat her at the end, as a shade, the huge shade she became, you can see the sadness on her face. You can definitely sense feelings before she evaporated. And now that I think about it, I get it much better after everything we are seeing in Route B.
Jeez, you must have been starving. Well, look, no one's gonna take this from you, so just take it easy so you don't choke on it, okay? So, what were you doing on this boat, kid? Actually, scratch that. First things first. I can't just keep calling you kid. You got a name?
Louise, right? If I remember correctly?
Well, this is going nowhere fast. Let's see. Louise.
Yeah, I remember correctly. Good.
Yeah, what about Louise? I mean, it just sort of popped into my head, but what do you think?
She likes it.
Guess you're okay with it. Well, it's nice to meet you, Louise.
Everything about this game is sad. Okay, now we need to go to talk to the brother of the man with the red bag before we get to the ship. Yeah.
We searched the southern plains back when the wife ran off too, right?
I believe we did, yes.
There he is.
Oh, hey.
You're related to the ferryman.
Yeah.
A shame.
Not a clue.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Oh, but the last time I did see him.
I guess we could.
Just once, I would enjoy receiving a quest that can be solved in the general vicinity of the
One of the best
Alaska.
lines in these games. Okay, so now back to seafront, and I think now we're gonna enter the shipwreck.
I cannot believe how many trips we have made simply to track down a single man.
It's all right to do this kind of...
Hey there, Louise. Say, where'd you get that red bag? Found it on the ship, did you? You kids are so darn curious about everything. Anywho, it's good to see you. Afraid I don't have any bread today, but I did bring you something. Here, it's a ribbon. Let me tie it in your hair for you. Well,
Cute.
what do you think? Pretty nice, huh?
So she got the bag from the man with the red bag, obviously. Question is, people were still dead in this ship. So, since shades can think and feel, and we already know that, and Louise is one of them, why did she kill all those people? I mean, she's not just a monster, that is killing without a purpose. So either she killed them or either something else happened that we don't aware of. Shades, even though they can think and feel, or maybe because they can think and feel, they can be evil as well, like Tyrant, for example. But Louise doesn't seem like it, and it's not seem likely that she would kill them, unless Unless we're missing something. And we are about to find out. Let's see.
Huh. What's that on the floor? Oh, it's a mirror. Well, that's a stroke of luck. Let's go ahead and check out your new look. If you go over there where it's brighter, you'll be able to see yourself more clearly. What's wrong? Don't you want to see? Oh, I see. You don't like sunlight. Guess your eyes are pretty sensitive after spending all this time
That's a
in the
shade,
dark,
alright.
huh?
Don't like sunlight.
Well, it's not like we can have you stay here forever. We should work on getting you out of here so you and me can go look at the sea together. How's that sound?
Now think about it, that there are shades in the southern plain and the northern plains, and there is sun out there all the time. I think it's a plot hole that the creators did not think of, maybe? Maybe. I don't know.
Hey, Louise. I brought your food for today. What's wrong? Aren't you hungry? Huh. You haven't been eating much lately. Are you okay? Well then, let's try this.
Wait a minute. It doesn't have any instrument. How do you make that sound? That's weird.
Yeah, sorry about that. It's called a song. Humming a jaunty tune is the best thing for putting a spring in your step. Songs are like a little bit of wisdom that makes the tough times easier. I love them personally. I mean, not that I'm any good at singing.
She got it pretty fast.
Whoa, your voice is a bit rough there.
Yeah, first time, let
But
her
you're
practice.
actually pretty good. You know, I knew someone who lived in the town lighthouse before she died. She used to hum this same song a lot.
Yeah, we know her as well.
I heard it every time I stopped by to deliver something.
May she rest in
I
peace.
guess it just kind of stuck. Of course, that was quite a while ago. Hey, are you trying to cheer me up? You are a kind soul, Louise.
It doesn't fit her to kill all those men that we saw on the shipwreck. So what happened there exactly? Interesting.
I'm sensing some really weird magic going on here, Sunshine. You feeling it too?
Well, Tyron is a talker, and he needs to shut up.
Yeah. Is it a shade?
Are you actually trying to think something through rather than just jumping in and killing?
What's wrong, Kaine?
Nothing. It's just... I'm sensing a presence from seafront. Something like a shade.
A shade in the town? That's not good.
So that's before they know that everybody is a shade, obviously.
A shipwreck, is it? I suppose we might as well investigate, seeing as how we lack any other tenable leads.
Right. Let's head for the inlet.
Not from here, what am I doing?
Where did that enormous ship even come?
Kaine. Emil. What's going on? I haven't seen you two come into Seafront in, well, ever, I guess.
Sorry for the surprise. Kaine said she sensed something strange in the area.
Strange how? Like a shade?
Now we saw the dialogue prior to that make them decide coming here between Kaine and Emil.
Maybe? Not sure.
Many little details that we've seen now and there. I think at this point I don't want to judge too soon, we still have a way to go, but I think they could have wrapped it all those scenes in Run. But now that I think about it, you don't get the shock right into your face if you know that the shades can feel and think right away in the game. The fact that you're going through the entire game without knowing it and then going back and look at everything in a different perspective, that's what creates some of the most powerful moments here. So yeah, okay, I get it.
There's some kind of sound or something coming from up ahead.
What an incredibly specific piece of information the hussy has graced us with.
What is it, Kaine?
Nothing. Let's get moving.
Alright, let's get moving. Okay, so we know all this. Let's do it fast and get to Louise. Hopefully we will get more scenes, more new scenes. The beached shipwreck.
We're gonna need to figure out some way to get inside that thing.
This ship is in a state of wanton decay. Surely we can... These planks...
We can probably...
I'm worried about what...
Let's go.
So, were you able to write that letter? You know, now that I've taught you how. Not yet, huh? Well, there's certainly no reason to rush. You know, it makes me happy that you've taken such a shine to me. First time we met, I didn't have the foggiest idea what was going on in that head of yours. So, hey, I've been thinking. How about you come live with me? It might be kind of nice to have a daughter around. Not into it, huh? Guess I should have figured. I'm sad to hear it, but it's your choice, of course. Huh? The floor's wet. This blood? Oh dear. Are you...
Is that...
Vice, that's it!
About... Oh dear. They are all people from town. And I fear... the missing ferryman.
Oh no, this can't be real. Why? Why did everyone have to... God damn it!
Oh
Pull
boy.
yourself together, lad. Remember the presence Kaine sensed?
I won't
Yeah.
let them...
That's it.
Why did things turn out like this? Did he leave because of this body? I just want to be able to talk with him. I don't want him to be afraid of me. I don't want him to hate me. I want to maintain a human form. I want to look at the sun with my own eyes. I want to sing beautiful songs. So, if I can just eat more people, maybe then I can become a human. Oh my god.
Hey there, you two.
So now I'm really confused. I got the feeling that maybe we are doing wrong with the shades. Maybe we need to like think which shade we are attacking and which shade we should not attack. But do shades eat people? I mean, Gestalt, they want to like, you know, they want to find a host, like a body to get into, so they can have a human form again. That's all the entire idea of Project Gestalt. But what all this talk about eating people? Or maybe it's only Louise specifically, because there are all different types of shade. As we know, Tyrion is a psychopath, but not all the shades are psychopath, as we saw before, as we saw in the Jump Heap, that shade that was just wanted to be with his mother. So a lot of confusion regarding shades. One thing I can say for sure, they are a complicated creature. There's no black and white there. I think not.
Hey, I didn't know you guys came back inside.
Did we ever? Found a nice hole in the wall to slide through. But then we heard a bunch of noise coming from that super dark floor downstairs. You sure had us worried.
Yeah, sorry about that. You feeling better, Kaine?
A little, yeah. Sorry for the trouble.
Good. That's good.
Jeez, you seem really down in the dumps. Did something happen?
Tell me, Kaine, that presence you sent.
It's on the floor above us.
I feared as much.
Okay.
It seems we've little choice but to press onward.
Time to deal with Louise. Let's go.
Oh man, that smell is getting ripe. How you feeling there, sunshine?
Oh, shut up, Tyrion.
Not great. Can't you tell?
This would be the final room, yes? The culprit who murdered the townspeople may be behind this very door. Let us proceed with utmost caution.
Of course, let's go.
It's that girl we saw when we first entered the ship.
Old lad, this is a lone child sitting inside a hulking ship littered with corpses. Something is clearly amiss.
Yeah.
There.
Oh man, this shade is nuts. I think I'm in love.
Okay, I'll have to admit, that was funny, Tyrion, that was funny.
You can feel her power hanging in the air, and she ain't even trying yet. Things are finally heating up. Huh?
What a psycho!
Could this girl be the presence you sensed, Kaine?
He's funny though sometimes, huh?
Oh, hey, it's you. Been a while.
Wait, you're the postman. What are you...
Oh, I've been coming here a lot lately. I think this girl was on the ship when it drifted in. I've been keeping an eye on her until she's well enough to leave. Hey, so this is kind of awkward, but... The girl is, you know, bleeding? I brought a bunch of bandages with me, but, well, how exactly does one deal with a woman? Sorry. Clearly crossed a line there.
Even the second time this scene is a bit funny.
Stay the hell away from her! She isn't...
Here we go.
Kaine! Emil!
We'll figure something out. You just find a way to get the hell out of here.
Two of
Let's
them
go.
will be fine, but you and I must withdraw. The ship is
very much aware. Shapes! They're in the way!
We'll get rid of them.
Looks like we can get out through that hole up there.
Here we go. All right.
Glad you two made it out in one.
Yeah, we're good. But
We'd better go help him out.
No shade would dare pursue us into sunlight such as this. We should use the opportunity to ready ourselves.
The Kraken unleashed.
What on earth?
I forgot how huge Louise is. It's party time. Louise, you're something else. Ready, guys? Let's do it.
Why isn't this shade being hurt by the sun?
That is not precisely the case. It most certainly is being burned.
I want the wall again.
And the sunlight.
There you go.
However, its regenerative abilities far outpace whatever damage the light is able to inflict.
Ooh.
This light, something is coming. Get out of the way at once.
Oh, listen, it's singing. This thing actually thinks it's a person.
That one is funny. I have to give it to him.
Aim for the tentacles with faces on them.
There you go.
Don't stop now. Focus on the next one.
Look what I'm doing. Look what I'm doing. He's the only one who was ever kind to me. He taught me kindness, what kindness is. Yeah, but you're eating people, so you have to take me down, Louise. And even though those people are shells, they're still self-aware. So yeah, again, the complexity of this game. Oof, brain explosion. There you go.
Now is our chance. Attack with all that you have.
Woo! Nice punch. If I remember correctly, it did not end here.
Did we get it?
Yeah, it continues.
Oh hell, that thing's huge.
All of this is for him. Whoa. That's one-piece shade. Here we go. I think we need to use the lens now.
It could recover from such a grievous wound.
Ordinary attacks aren't gonna do shit against this thing.
Hey, the guy from before's collapsed on the beach. That shade's got some kind of hard-on for it. We should take him hostage.
Ouch.
Shut your yap. I'm not in the business of using my blades on people.
Oh, now she's regenerating. Yeah, I remember that part. Uh-oh.
Is this thing turning its body into spears and shooting them at us?
No.
Fine then. I guess we'll all just sit around a campfire and sing songs until we get murdered.
Damn it.
Oh my god. She hit me good. Dang it. Watch out. I need to watch out. Need to be careful. Oof. She's regenerating again. What do we do now? Forgot how it ended. Oh boy. Damn.
Hey, over
Over where? Oh yeah, that's how it ended. Okay.
This guy's important to you, isn't he?
This ends here and now.
Those are impressive moves, you got to admit. Impressive moves.
Son of a... Is this thing immortal?
How can it withstand such an onslaught?
I'm really scared, guys.
Yeah.
You will be in grave danger.
It is
if it
scary.
unleashes that attack.
At least
We
it was in
must
the
stop it.
first one. Oof. Sorry, Louise, not gonna happen.
I think we're in trouble.
What the hell are you doing? Stop
Get up.
it already!
My body won't. Damn it!
Get up!
Stop! No!
Don't be scared. Soon I will become human and then we'll be able to.
What are you doing? You're gonna get yourself killed.
Stop! Don't hurt these people!
Don't you want to look at the sea together?
So you've been lying to me this whole time?
But you told me to sing.
You're a monster!
It stopped. Focus on the source of its magic. Aim for the head.
Summoning the last of your magic power, you can now press left button to fire Dark Lens.
We can never be together! You disgust me!
What a tragic story, another one. How could I end up with such a hideous body? And yet, this world. This world is full of beauty. You know, I just figured out something. Ever since I found that Louise was eating people, I said, okay, that's not just those shades that you can sympathize with, because she's doing a lot of harm. Still, of course, she was eating people, but she was not an ordinary shade, she was a child. She did not know exactly all the meanings of her actions. She was like a blind child who was trying to get closer to his friend, to his father figure, and she thought that's the way to do it. And she did not know the result of her actions, the consequences. Unfortunately, this little child was super powerful and did all those things to those people. So it definitely had to be stopped, but even there at the end, it kinda make you sad. This game is something else. Okay guys, we continue and we do it pretty fast. Only one fragment to find, and I think in the next episode, if I remember correctly, we are heading to the wedding of the King of Passad. Another sad event. Oh my god, so many tragic and sad moments in this game. Actually, 100% of this game is sadness and depression, but I have to say it's a philosophical, well-written story that is definitely worth exploring. With all the sadness, all those difficult emotions, with all the tragedies, I think it's something that I would recommend, even though I have not completed it just yet. Yeah, so again, one more fragment to find. It is very possible that in the next episode we'll do the King of Passad wedding and the Shadow Lord, so I think in the next episode I will try to get the ending of Route B, ending B. Then after that is done, we'll have ending C and D. And maybe ending C and D will be all in one episode after that, because I'm not gonna upload the entire route again, because Route C and D, it's practically, from what I heard, identical to Route B, except for the ending. So yeah, next episode I think it's gonna be Route B, the episode after that, endings C and D, and then Route E, and we will be done with NieR Replicant. We are getting there, we are getting very, very close. I think, if I'm guessing correctly, those different endings may revolve around Kaine's shade, around Tyrant. Maybe we're gonna fight him. This will be interesting. One last thing, the most memorable moment for me in this episode today, even though the story of Louise, it's amazing, I think it was the dream of Emil. It was really, really interesting to read about him and his sister and to learn a little bit more about that. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you very much for watching.